Hi, it's been a while since we've done our little variety show.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks, suddenly time got away from us.
Well, work and other things.
Right. I think I'm going to let the boys do most of the talking, but I do have to say I finally got my Pokey sticks in. I have the CRKT CEO, and this is my boot knife. And when I say boot knife, most people think of a fixed blade, but I specifically bought this one to wear in my tall boots when I'm wearing grown-up clothes. And I wore it the other day. It's super comfortable. The only problem with this is that it's not easy to open. So it's going to take some time because there's just not much to hold on to. It's pretty...
Right. There's no real estate
there's pretty...
any leverage on.
Yeah. So it works great for opening boxes, but it is not a defensive knife. But at least, I have a knife in case there's cake or something that needs work on.
Okay, stab someone in the throat. Yeah, you're prepared.
Right. As long as they give me time to open the stupid thing. The other one I got was the Hyperspeed, and I really like this one. It's pretty easy to use. The only thing, I've been carrying this one daily for about a week. The only thing I'm not super excited about is that the clip is so small. I mean, even compared to the CEO, it's about half the size of the CEO. So it's kind of difficult to get in and out of your pocket. It feels secure once it's in, but I think just because it's so short compared to the others that, I don't know, it's going to take some getting used to on that. But it's super secure. And then the last one I got is the Provoke. This one was on back order. It takes some time to learn to deploy it. Right now, we just have it on our coffee table, and both Jay and I are, when we get bored, just picking it up and using it or opening it just so we can get used to it. I believe the guy said it could be used left-handed, but opening it left-handed is a completely different. I mean, it's easier for me to shoot left-handed than to open this left-handed.
The palm of your hand kind of gets in the way of how it actuates, I guess.
Yeah, so this is a right hand, pretty much a right hand only. I wish they would make a left hand one. So yeah, that one's been kind of cool. It's, our, what's that called? The fidget spinner.
Yeah.
For the house right now is the Provoke. But it's a really good thing that we took video of this, of how to open it while we were at SHOT Show, because it's not very intuitive. I was trying to figure out, do I hold it like this and then push? And I just couldn't remember. And the guy who demonstrated it just was so quick at it. But luckily, we still had video from SHOT Show, and it does open pretty nicely once you get used to it.
Yeah. I don't like the way you have to put it away or retract it, because you kind of have to take it out of your hand.
Right.
And flip it over and push the little lever down and then pull the blade back. I mean, it's very cumbersome, I guess.
Right.
But to get it open, I mean, which is the most important part, right, truthfully.
Of course.
Snap once you get used to it.
Right, and it's really less is more. If you try to hold on to it, you can't open it.
Oh yeah, a lighter grip on it is definitely
makes the way to go.
Smoother.
But trying to do it left-handed is.
Yeah, it's just
you can do it, but you got to cross your toes and get your.
Right. Your hand just gets in the way of it.
Yeah. So that's my big thing. Other than my VR80, I posted a video of that last week. I still haven't had time to go out and run the heavier loads through it. I shouldn't say I haven't had time. I haven't had the energy to go out and run the heavier loads through it. I don't know when I'll have time to do that, but
okay, you can lie in bed and just poke it out the window. You realize that you have that option. I don't.
We can now that the cows aren't in the south field.
Yeah. Did they move them?
They're gone.
Oh, good. I'm glad the cows are gone. So now I don't feel so bad about going up and shooting over them.
Right.
Yeah.
Or shooting in their general direction.
Right. So yeah, I like the VR80 so far. I had issues, but I think it'll even out. And from some of the comments I had on the video of the VR80, it will even out once it breaks in.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just a new thing. It's just not.
That, and for once I read the stupid manual and it jacked me all up. If I'd have just gone out and shot it, it probably would have been fine. But no, I tried to be responsible and read the manual and took it apart and followed the directions. And
Yeah, you should have just shot it straight out of the box.
Except it was literally dripping oil. It was so gross. I'd have been just covered in it. So, you learn something new every day. And hey, that's the VR80 is the first auto-loading shotgun I've ever owned. Is that gas system standard? I mean, is that like a normal gas system? I don't know.
Yeah, it's very similar to other semi-auto shotguns out there.
Yeah, because I've never even, I mean, I think I've shot Z's twice, and I've never torn it apart and looked at it, so it was a learning curve for me.
Yeah, what they did is they just kind of smashed it so it goes solely around the barrel, because normally most semi-autos you have the magazine tube underneath the barrel,
right?
And so they kind of expand it, give it more room. Here they just kind of smash it all together, but it's very similar to existing shotgun systems. It's pretty unique. I liked it when I looked at it.
Okay.
So it gives a nice sleek appearance. You don't have this oversized fat handguard you're trying to hold on to.
Yeah, I kind of really like the looks of it. I can't wait to, if I can get it running as well as I want it to, I can't wait to start customizing it, honestly. I mean, it looks pretty good now, but it'll.
Yeah, I think once you get through break-in period, it's just going to run like a scalded dog, and you're going to love it. Because everything I've read about it, other YouTube videos, online reviews, they all say, hey, once you get it broken in, it's great.
Right, just like our experience with it at SHOT Show. I mean, how many rounds do you think have been through it before we got to it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We even shoot it
handles
2 o'clock in the afternoon, and so thousands of rounds had probably been put through it.
Yeah.
Or at least.
So once it gets going, once it gets running smoothly and stuff, it'll run like a raped ape.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all I have, but you have the big news with your new baby.
Yeah, I just took the Bergara out to the range today. Mez and I went to a local range, indoor 100-yard, and just did some zeroing in of the scope and the rifle itself, and just kind of getting comfortable myself with the rifle and how it performs. I had a ton of fun. So I can't wait to get back to the range with some different ammo, maybe drop down to 140 grain bullet and just see how it runs through there, and just go from there. Just keep collecting all that data, just so I know.
You did change your scope, though.
Yes. Well, I had to return the Bushnell Forge. The elevation turret just locked up on it and wouldn't turn at all. So I sent it back to Optics Planet. They were, they did their research on it and looked at it and went through it. I got credit. So I just bought a Vortex Viper PST Gen 2. And I really like that scope. And I didn't even have it for the first half of the day. I didn't even have the reticle focused until Mez got on the rifle and got the reticle focused there for me. And I was still doing pretty well.
What do you mean the reticle focus?
Yeah, the reticle, like I had no idea. I'm just learning this stuff.
Because he didn't read the directions.
Right, no.
Well, I think I've proven that reading the directions screws you up. So, yes.
But I had covered up the focusing thing with the caps.
Oh, okay.
With the flip caps.
So your reticle wasn't, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't focused.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have two focusing mechanisms. One is focus to reticle.
Right.
The second one is on the side of the scope, and that's for adjusting your parallax.
Right.
Basically, focus to target.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the reticle is blurry.
Yeah, it's blurry. I didn't realize it was blurry until you fixed it.
How bad are your eyes, Jay?
I don't know.
Are you blind?
He had good eyes until this year.
I was able to hit the target.
True. You hit it better now.
Yeah, definitely can now. But I think we got some pretty good groups out of it. I mean, that Bergara is going to be a fun rifle to toy around with, and who knows, maybe I'll get into some competitive stuff eventually. I do want to take a class from one of the guys we all know, Mike Menchaca. He does a long range class, so
Shout out to Everyday Sniper.
yes.
Yeah, I don't know where his stickers are, but Mike Menchaca with Everyday Sniper.
I think I have one over here.
Yeah, it's coming up backwards because I'm holding up to the camera.
Yay, both of them.
Everyday Sniper.
God. Okay, this brother husband stuff is getting too creepy. So enough. No. All right. So
Other than that, it was a good day at the range. I mean, better than a good day working.
right. And
Yeah.
pictures are up on the GunDiva's
Yeah.
Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah, just my comments on the Bergara. It's a great rifle. It's well known in Europe. It's recently just come to America the past few years. If you're looking for a nice bolt-action rifle, look at the Bergara. Honestly, it's just a Remington 700 made out of Spain, and they have really good barrels, really good actions. It's a good quality rifle. They are a little bit more expensive. They're starting about $700 to $1,000, depending on which model you buy. But I think you're getting your money's worth. It's a good value. And accuracy-wise, we were getting an inch and better with match-grade ammunition. So the rifle will perform. And last summer, I went out to the Bergara Experience, where they invited various firearm bloggers from around Colorado. And we went down to the Colorado Springs outdoor range by the, what's the military base there? Fort Carson.
Fort Carson.
Yeah, Fort Carson. So they have a public range down there, and they go out to 1,100 yards. And the guys from Bergara had it all dialed out, and we were tagging things out to 1,100, no problems. Again, you're using match-grade ammunition when you're shooting that far, but it was a no-brainer. Every model we played with performed fabulous. So I'd say go buy a Bergara if you want.
Yeah.
Don't overlook it.
The one thing I'm definitely going to add is a muzzle brake for now. Just because I was getting quite a bit of barrel flip, I couldn't stay right on target. Like,
Or barrel movement.
yeah, just getting a pretty good barrel flip out of it. But,
Yeah, what's happening is you have a bipod with hard rubber knobs at the
Right.
end on a hard table. And that's pretty common when you're shooting off a bipod with a hard surface. So you can move to like a bag, get like one of those big bean bags and rest your rifle on top of that instead of the bipod. That will take care of that problem as well.
Yeah. I'll try the muzzle brake, see if it helps any.
He's been eyeballing
No.
it anyway. Yes.
Suppressor.
Eventually.
No muzzle brake. You
Yeah,
do not want to make your gun louder.
Look, we heard the stories today of people waiting 2 years, a year.
Well, yeah, that's why you have to put your paperwork in now because, government, efficient.
Right.
Even though it's a
If I
safety
put my
device.
paperwork in today, it would still be worth it to get the muzzle brake in the interim.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
The barrel's pre-threaded, so it's easy on, easy off.
Right.
Right. All right. What do you have, Mez?
Okay.
15 minutes.
How much time do we got?
15.
15 minutes. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Anyway, so been doing a soul searching because like everyone else on the planet, money is limited and there's an infinite amount of toys we all want to buy here. So doing the soul searching. What can I get rid of? What do I need? So I just want to have a comment here. There's a lot of custom manufacturers like Nighthawk, Cabot, Dan Wesson, Wilson Combat, and they all make some really, really nice toys here. So I know the lighting is horrible. I will upgrade my camera eventually. But what I got in my hand here is a Brown and High Power from Nighthawk Custom. they take a off-the-shelf Brown high power and they tweak it and customize it and just turn it into basically a race gun. Fantastic gun. Bad news is they're expensive. This one runs about $3,200 if you can find one. Because bad news is Brown high powers have been discontinued by the Browning Corporation. You can still find clones. I think Fabrique Nationale makes them. There's a company out of Turkey that still makes Browning high powers. But the actual Browning labeled high power is now defunct. So if you can find one in the open market and you like them, grab them. But the point I want to make with this here is that, yes, I spent a lot of money for these things. And here I have a standard stock Brown high power. I don't know if you can hear it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
It's a little loose.
just the internal. Is that loose? I mean,
That's a slide to frame.
wow.
That's normal. This is a stock production gun. This is not custom anything. This is how you buy it out of the box. And got several thousand rounds through it. Runs great. Runs like a champ. And the big comment I have here is a lot of people, oh my God, I need to buy a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 custom handgun to get good accuracy. Not really. I was out the range tonight doing some soul searching, seeing what in the collection can stay, what can go, so I can buy more toys or different toys.
Right.
And honestly, same gun, one's custom, one's production stock. They don't shoot any difference. Yes, the custom gun is easier to shoot well because it's smooth, it's tuned, doesn't rattle, has a much nicer trigger that's smooth and no grit. It's about 3.5 pound trigger versus 8 for the factory production gun. But if I could take out operator error, I really can't tell the difference on how well each gun shoots here. So I'm probably going to get rid of the Nighthawk Custom because I don't need it. And that's a lot of money tied up in a custom handgun. Now, it is nice. Everything is smooth. Everything is fitted. They added this really nice extra beaver tail on the back end that the factory production gun does not have. And that beaver tail makes it very comfortable in the hand. So, yes, if you got the money, buy custom. It's great. It's like, hey, do you want to drive a Mercedes or a little Honda? They both transportation, they both work, they're both good. But driving a Mercedes is a whole heck of a lot nicer than a plain stock Honda.
But then you just said you were going to sell your custom?
Well, yeah.
Is that the one that's going away?
A Mercedes is really expensive. Expensive to buy, expensive to own, expensive to maintain, expensive to repair. And it doesn't really perform significantly better. Now, if I was a top level, national competitive shooter, yes, that tiny edge would help. At my current skill level, no. I can't tell the difference. Other than it's nice to drive a Mercedes.
Right. Okay.
But I've driven Mercedes.
Just a shooting spouse experience here. You're going to sell it and then you're going to be mad. You're going to buy another one.
No, because I'm going to take the stock production gun and send it to Nighthawk Custom and have them do their thing to it. Because the big thing is the production gun, again, I know my camera and lighting sucks. This actually has adjustable target sights, which I kind of prefer.
So you're not, okay. You're still gonna tune it up.
Oh yeah.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna be.
Well, you can buy the Honda and tune it up too, and have a fun little car.
That's geez.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a ricer instead of a Euro snob.
Right.
That's the difference. Ricer, Euro snob. I'm gonna be a ricer.
That
oh my God.
makes perfect sense to me. Why spend all that extra money on a Mercedes that you could buy a Honda half price and fix it up a little bit, get it almost to the Mercedes level, and have fun with it.
Yeah, then you got a sleeper gun. Then I could go out and say, hey, Mr. Letham, look at my piece of crap production gun. And beat the snot out of him.
I'm sorry. You two are just, oh, you're the same person sometimes. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense to me. I get it.
I know. Jay was just over here before you move on, Mez. I only thought of this because Jay just straightened up the books as we were standing there. I have 2 new books that were recommended by a forensic psychiatrist who was one of my instructors at the Writers Police Academy. One is The Anatomy of Evil, and the other is The New Evil. And I love books. You guys know that. But I guess I kind of looked at the page count and didn't think much of it until I got the book. Holy cow, even I'm intimidated, and I have already read 43 books this year. So these are intimidating. They're on my TBR pile, along with, where's my other book? The other book I haven't finished yet, When Innocent Targets, When Terrorism Comes to School. I haven't made any progress on that since our first video. Plus these 2, and I am currently reading crud, I don't remember the name of it. I'm reading another book about the criminal mind, and it's really incredible. Let me see if I can find the name of it. Because now that inside the criminal mind, that one is actually a really, really, really good book. So eventually I'll get these finished and get some reviews up about them. Okay. Sorry, Mez, I cut into your time. Now you're down to about 8 minutes.
Oh, that's all I really had to say. Yeah, Mercedes is nice. If you got the money, go for it, buy it. But in today's world where we have computer control manufacturing, the stock little Honda shoots just as well. And until you get to really high levels of shooting skill, you're probably not going to know the difference. And also one downside of starting out with the Mercedes, because it's so smooth and refined, it can hide a lot of bad habits. Like
Right.
A lot of people say, oh, I shoot the 1911 better than everything else. Well, yeah, because it's that nice single stage trigger that's smooth and light.
Like driver aids in a car. Mercedes has more driver aids, which can hide more.
Exactly. So when you hand a lot of 1911 shooters a Glock, they say, oh, Glocks are inaccurate. Not so much anymore. Gen 4s, Gen 5s. I proved it to myself tonight. It shoots just as good. It's just there's less driver aids.
I'm still a 1911 trigger snob, though. I prefer a 1911 trigger over a Glock trigger any day, even though I shoot Glock more frequently than my 1911. And I
absolutely
fully admit that. I mean, I love my Glocks, but I really love my 1911 triggers. So.
Oh, if someone would pull their head out of their ass and make a single action striker fire gun, basically a 1911 trigger on a Glock body, it would sell like hotcakes. But no.
Engineer.
I got bigger fish to fry.
Just throwing that out there. Okay, so the red flag law.
Did he sign it today? Or no, I guess it wouldn't be till this coming.
No, they haven't signed it, but I know it passed the Senate. I think it went back to the House, and I think it passed the House with the Senate revisions. I
don't know. All I know is it's going to be a thing, and very shortly, because our governor sucks. And he wants this. So we're going to get it.
It doesn't matter how many emails you send him or how many phone calls you make to his office. He's just going to ignore them because he's who he is. And he's already said he's going to pass it if it comes to his desk anyway. So no amount of calling him and, voicing our opinions is going to matter. So we just have to hope our elected county sheriffs are on the right side of things, or the correct side of things.
I do anticipate another
recall?
Well, lawsuit from the sheriffs.
Yeah.
like we had over the magazine capacity ban or magazine capacity thing. Not that that lawsuit went very far, but it does, I think, bring it into people's awareness. So,
well, how long will it take Colorado to follow, suit with California, who just deemed the high capacity magazines unconstitutional?
I'm sorry, that still cracks me up. I have never heard anybody say, hey, good news out of California considering gun laws.
Right. Yeah.
Until yesterday.
It's an anomaly for sure.
Right.
Oh, don't worry. The anti-gunners will take it back to court. They'll file an appeal, and they'll find a judge to overturn the overturning. It's just going to go back and forth.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking Magpul's saying cha-ching for now. They're getting ready to ship a whole bunch of high capacity magazines to California if it stays.
Oh, yeah. The moment it's like, it's legal to be sold, they're going to stock up and they're going to fly off the shelves.
Oh, yeah.
Buried in the backyard because California's going to ban them again.
Right.
Well, they can't help themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and just something to be aware, I'm already starting to see rumors around the internet. Once they get rid of assault weapons, or they plan to get rid of assault weapons, the next target they're probably going to come after is military pattern sniper rifles.
Okay. And
why do you need a military sniper rifle?
do they have a better definition of a military pattern sniper rifle than they do an assault weapon? Because they still don't have a good hard and fast definition other than it looks scary.
Nope. It's based on cosmetic features. So basically the Bergara you bought, Jay,
Right.
illegal because you got that nasty pistol grip and you got that adjustable cheek attachment to it. You have a heavy threaded barrel.
Right.
Now, who needs a heavy barrel? Target shooters?
Yes.
I don't know. I think it's dead sexy. Maybe not as dead sexy as Dory, but, and I guess, unless you are the three of us, Dory's the Mez's Nemo. And she is a dead sexy rifle. But
Okay, so what you're saying is I need to put glass on her and take her out and put up pictures so people know who and what Dory is.
yeah,
So I have to spend more
I have a
money.
crush on Dory. I'll admit it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, then it's not even Woman Crush Wednesday.
I know it's not. It's, I don't know, shooter's crush. I don't know. Either way.
It's Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have a
Basically,
crush on Dory.
let's make a Star Wars analogy here. You're drooling over Dory the way Han Solo drools over the Falcon.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I know she's
Accurate.
not your. I know she's not your favorite mistress in your safe right now, but she and I'm telling you, yeah, she's my Millennium Falcon, and I don't even own her, so right.
Well, I've only put 20 rounds through the Bergara, and she's by far my favorite firearm I own. It's just fun.
The Bergara performs. It works.
Once you guys have her totally dialed in, then I'll come plink with her. Because, long range isn't my thing. I enjoy being able to do long range. It's just not my thing. That's the one shooting discipline that I'm more than happy to let you guys do the work in and then just let me sit behind the rifle and go clink, clink once in a while, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, you're more of a 3-gunner, a running gunner.
Once in a while. Maybe. We'll try some 3-gun this summer once I get the VR80 up and running and get some more time on my rifle. So it'd be fun.
Yeah. 3-gun would be fun. Once I get my AR up to where I want it to be. Should be a decent 3-gun rifle. A little heavy, but that's all right.
Yeah. What about you, Mez? You in for 3-gun at the end of the summer?
Yeah, just tell me when. I'll throw some lube on the Mossberg 590 so it works.
I'm just going to use my 870 Medusa.
No. A 14-pound shotgun? I don't think so, Tim.
Stop.
Stop.
My phone was blowing up. Okay. All right.
Or I
well,
might do some radical.
huh?
Go buy a Kel-Tec KS7.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 going with a Kel-Tec. Woo!
It'd be a good time for a little bit. You know,
Until it stopped working.
I mean, sometimes you just have to go ridiculous, right?
Oh, hey, fourth quarter, when High Point comes out with their tactical version, I got to go buy one of those.
Well, yeah.
It's all tricked out. Those don't hit till fourth quarter 2019.
That could be fun use of a couple $100 at a match, just for
Yeah, that'd just be fun.
yeah, because you gotta have a sense of humor. Anyway, do you have anything else?
Not really, unless we want to make fun of Spartacus.
Make fun of Spartacus.
Okay, for you non-political junkies here, Spartacus is the nickname from Senator Cory Booker, one of those gun-grabbing Democrats. I was on thetruthaboutguns.com last week, and basically he was displaying his ignorance about firearms. So really nothing earth-shattering, nothing really new. It's
Right.
just these guys are mouthing off, talking about, oh, how easy it is to buy guns. You can just go across state lines, buy guns online with no regulations, not knowing what gun laws already exist. Basically, he's virtue signaling for his
20,000 gun laws already exist.
yes. What he's doing is virtue signaling for his 2020 presidential run. Yeah, he's one of the 40 Democrats running for the Democrat candidate in 2020.
Right.
Yeah, he's one of those morons. So other than that, I got nothing else for this week.
All right. Well, maybe we'll make it back in front of the camera in less than 3 weeks this time. Yeah.
Maybe a couple weeks. Although things are slowing down as far as the shopping spree goes.
Right.
And I still have some things coming in for the AR. And Mez and I already talked about it. I'll get with him and we'll put those pieces on the rifle when they finally get here.
The boys are going to go play Barbies, tactical Barbies together.
Tactical Legos.
Sorry. But yes.
No. It's tactical G.I. Joe. Okay? Legos are toys. G.I. Joes are action figures.
Oh, that's right. They're not dolls. I forgot.
Figures. Jeez. See? Action figure. Big action figure.
Well, yeah, they might be able to see him back
That's
there.
Boba Fett.
Yes. Yeah, my 2 Star Wars nerds. Good thing I like you guys. All right. Well, on that note, I guess we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.